This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
Hey guys, you want to know my very favorite pumpkin spice thing?
Of course I do.
Jacob?
Okay, you have to guess. All right?
Okay.
Okay, is it nail polish, lipstick, bread, muffins, candles, beard oil, almonds, face mask, or Twinkies?
You said almonds weird, so I'm going to say
there's a
almonds.
pause.
Almonds.
It was almonds!
Yay.
Yes, they were the best, and they only come out right now. I love it.
Yay!
Oh, gosh.
David. Welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And Jacob.
And we'd like to thank you for listening to our reality competition program show. That was weird to say.
Yeah, that was the
with
title.
Mats.
Yeah.
We had Mats on last time. People were...
Did people notice Matt was on? I don't know.
They said he sounded
he
just like
barely
the rest of
said
us.
anything.
No, it was great. Like, people loved his energy. In fact, Shauna Grant Ellman said, this must have been a beast to edit. Loved the energy, topic, and Mats. Although you left so many out. Top Chef, Project Runway, The Apprentice, America's Next Top Model,
Part
The
two,
Challenge.
Bachelor.
And I went, looks like we have to do another one. So
Mats is going to be so mad.
if Mats is up for it, we have to do another
Like he's
one.
not going to be up
Mats is
for
up
it.
for it. 2020. Come on
Yeah.
back, Mats.
But no, we appreciate your feedback on that. We had a lot of people commenting. We really do appreciate it. And we also...
And as a segue, go listen to the uncut episode if you're a patron member.
Exactly.
Speaking of patron members,
We have a new patron. Beep, 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 beep.
there's a lot of, I'll put sound effects later.
You never
beep,
do.
beep.
I
You
swear
never
I will.
do. Taylor Sanderson.
Yeah.
Taylor Sanderson is a new patron of Baconsale. And Taylor, thank you.
And he had a particularly devious thing for me to
Wait,
do.
did he already choose what to
Torture Jake.
Yeah.
Torture Jake.
He did.
What's it going to be?
I'm going to be watching Pure Country 2.
Oh, hold on. I've seen Pure Country 1. Is that George Strait?
Yeah, George Strait.
Yeah.
I actually saw that as a kid. So I responded to it, and I'm like, this is funny because I remember the first one because I was in like this country phase as a teenager for like a year or two. Thanks, Garth Brooks.
Right.
And so I remember
Garth
watching
Brooks.
that movie. And
Wait, who's in 2?
oh, no one.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Like Grease 2?
But the thing
They
about
actually
it,
just
though,
move mannequins around and make sounds.
we should back it up a bit. If you become a patron, in fact, this is the last day. Meaning, if you got to become a patron in the month of September. So if you're
this
listening
is
to
the last day, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're doing the drawing. Well, we're doing the drawing tomorrow, but the contest ends tomorrow on October 1st. So, a couple things there. If you become a patron of Baconsale, or if you upgrade, then you get to torture Jake and tell him to watch something or eat something weird, and then he's going to review it on Patreon.
Yep.
So, Taylor, you get to do that. Oh, he already did that.
He's already requested.
Also,
And then also, it's Scary Date Night with Baconsale. Okay, you can play it on your phone cam. You can barely hear that. You're not going to be able to hear that.
just keep
Put it in
going.
post. So on October 1st.
This is live, people.
It is. On October 1st, he's playing it on his phone. On October
Why is
1st,
lightning funny?
we will be doing a drawing, picking at random from all the patrons. And every patron of Baconsale is eligible to win Scary Date Night with Baconsale, where we will go with you to a haunted house and to a restaurant. You get to bring a guest, so it's not just weird and us. And it should be fun. I didn't ask for a howl. It's not Halloween yet.
It felt right, Joel.
But yes. There you go. There's Scary Date Night with Baconsale and also Torture Jake, both of which end today. So if you're going to become a patron and want to take
Do
care of
it
these benefits,
today. This is
do
your
it
last
today.
chance.
So we're doing the drawing tomorrow, October
Yep.
1st. Jacob, what are we talking about?
We're talking all things pumpkin spice.
And we
I have
are
to say,
experts on pumpkin
wait,
spice.
no, we're not.
Because we're basic?
That's why we brought
Oh,
Lindsay.
no. You just called our guest basic.
I was already saying
Hey,
it,
Lindsay.
Kit. You really did that.
I want to be the first one to say it. You basic.
Oh, all right. Lindsay, could you do us a favor? Just introduce yourself real quick for
and
anyone who may be
remind
listening
us.
for the first
Yes.
time.
You might have heard me on Man Crush Monday or Woman Crush Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not my first rodeo, but it is my first pumpkin spice rodeo.
And when we
That's
asked you-
probably a flavor. It's like a bugle flavor or something.
Yeah, gross.
Yes, because we had her on for episode 163, Man Crush Monday. Go back and listen to that one; it's hilarious. And then we had her on for episode 182, Women Crush Wednesday. And then we said, you know what? We only have her on for these crush shows where she gets to objectify men and women.
Which is funny because she's like
And now it's just
incredibly
food she's gonna
intelligent
objectify.
and the geek knowledge is vast.
super geek knowledge. Once again, pulling up and seeing the bumper stickers,
Yeah.
the window stickers on her car, I was like, that's right. She's awesome.
And we're like, you know what? Let's rate men.
But then we're like, okay, well, she's got this amazing geek knowledge. She's smart. She's funny. What can we get her to do? Hey, let's have her eat pumpkin spice.
Uh-huh.
Because, Lindsay, is it fair to say that there's a stereotype out there about people who like pumpkin spice?
Oh, for sure.
What would you say that stereotype is?
Boring.
Your words,
and,
not ours. Go on.
Basic.
Would you say that people who like pumpkin spice also like serial killer podcasts?
Or true crime podcasts?
Perhaps. And tall boots, scarves.
Okay, yeah.
Sweaters.
Right. You're wearing a sweater right now.
I am.
No tall boots, though.
No,
Okay.
sorry.
But she is wearing a shirt with pumpkins on it, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
I did not notice that. Well done. Well
And
played.
so we brought you here because you are a lover of pumpkin spice, yes?
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Because
Perfect.
Can you give us, like when Kent contacted you and said, hey, do you want to be part of the show? Can you give us your first thoughts and impressions?
I probably actually squealed out loud.
It's so good.
That's what we do every time Kent tells us the topic of the show. Reality shows! So this is going to be an unusual episode of Baconsale. Because
Yeah, we haven't done anything like it.
Yeah, this
No.
is a new thing.
This is new. We have here 16 items, we decided. Pumpkin spice items. And we are going to be taste testing them here live on the air and then tiering them.
We are so sorry. We're going
Now-
to do our best to not chew right into the microphone. We're going to cut that
Unless
back.
that's your thing.
Sometimes we'll do it on
I
purpose.
may do an uncut show with all the chewing. ASMR.
That should have been my intro.
Just ASMR.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be eating these things and then ranking them. And I want to bring this up just because Lindsay has offered her valuable opinion that pumpkin spice is awesome, amazing, and everybody should love it. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum here because pumpkin spice is generally a blend of ground cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and sometimes allspice, otherwise known as Jamaican pimento.
It's interesting you didn't mention pumpkin in those
pumpkin.
ingredients.
Yeah, well, that's the spice part of
actually,
pumpkin.
Pumpkin's hardly even in it, if ever at all.
Really?
Yep. It's a lie. Pumpkin spice is a lie.
Yeah, it's all marketing.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, I love cinnamon, but nutmeg is iffy, and I don't generally like ginger unless it's ginger ale, and I hate cloves. And allspice, kind of that Jamaican pimento. I say allspice, I feel like seasonal, but it's not. Allspice is actually it's a Jamaican plant that when the English went over there, they dubbed it as allspice because they thought it tasted like the combined flavor of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. But that is the flavor you're getting when you eat pumpkin spice. Like there's the pumpkin flavor and there's the spice flavor.
Yeah.
I'm good with the pumpkin flavor. I actually don't mind pumpkin
Like pumpkin
soup.
pie you're fine with,
Pumpkin,
right?
well, with a lot of whipped cream.
So
Yes.
you're not.
But then you get the spice in there, and I'm out. I do not like cloves. And so whenever people say pumpkin, I'm like, yay, and they say spice, I'm like, ugh. So I'm a little worried about this food today.
So, Jake, where do you stand on this?
You know, this is going to be so typical, and you're going to be like, yeah, of course you do. But
If you like it, you like it.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's okay. I could get too much of it pretty fast, but some of it's stupid good, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I've had some things, and I'm like, oh wow, where has that been forever? And then I'm done with it in a couple of weeks. So it's kind of perfect.
And Kent, your thoughts?
I think it's all tier 2 for me. Like, I appreciate it until I see it in the store, and then I get mad. Until this year, I tried to find it in the store for about a month now.
Yeah.
And I feel like 2019 has kind of let us down for pumpkin spice season.
Super disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? Is it just this year then? Because I've heard all the time, pumpkin spice is everywhere. Pumpkin spice is in everything. But then we were trying to do this show beginning of September.
Not happening.
And it wasn't pumpkin spice season yet, apparently, because there was nothing.
But it was because Starbucks said it was, right?
I feel
Starbucks
like-
starts the season, don't they?
and everyone should fall in line.
Yeah.
And they did not.
Everyone should. Well, then it was really forceful, actually.
Starbucks.
Wasn't this year like the earliest they've ever released it?
Maybe.
Because I
Maybe
heard
that's
somewhere
why.
they were like, oh yeah, we're doing it now. And everyone's like, oh, we're not ready. But the pumpkin spice latte, well, let's back it up a bit.
Yeah.
So the pumpkin spice.
Is it
in
history
general-
time?
It's a little bit history
Oh,
time.
right. History time.
So, like I said, the allspice was when the English were in Jamaica back in 1621. But there's a pumpkin recipe using a similar spice that was in.
Was that spelled differently? Because
Yeah,
it's
it
not
was
like
P-O-M.
pumpkin?
P-O-M.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. That can be found as far back as 1796 in the first known published American cookbook. So in the first American cookbook, there was a pumpkin spice recipe.
Joel, may I
They've been
correct
basic
you?
for a long
please do.
time.
On Pulau A, one of the Banda Islands in Indonesia, archaeologists found ancient nutmeg residue on ceramic pottery shards that they estimate to be over 3,500 years old.
And
The
know about
original
them?
pumpkin spice.
Oh.
That's like
I'm talking
dinosaur
about
pumpkin
America,
spice.
Kent. I'm talking like Independence Day America
Oh,
stuff.
wow. Like Rocky IV America stuff. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
But it's interesting, though. Pumpkins, like most squash, they're native to North America and have been for
Is this the
centuries.
weirdest topic we've ever discussed?
It really is.
We're so basic. You're like, the squash is native to
Normally,
North
like,
America.
I can't wait to see Joker. About pumpkins.
As a friend of mine once said, embrace the basic. You know? Oh, I should mention also, this show idea has been on the docket for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Our friend Janelle at work, my friend Janelle.
Shout out.
Shout out to her. She was the one who said, you guys got to try pumpkin spice stuff. And I was like, ew, gross.
It's just weird enough that it works for Baconsale,
But
honestly.
now, we've gotten down the road and we ran out of ideas. So here we are.
Yeah. So where do you want to jump to in the history next? Because I have some 1950s knowledge, unless you want to go before that.
I can go before that because pumpkin pie spice has been referenced in cookbooks dating back to the 1890s, specifically pumpkin pie spice, not just pumpkin pie. And it became a regular seasoning that people put. People like McCormick and Company, Trader Joe's, Frontier National Products Co-op, they all have pumpkin spice, like a bag of powder. In fact, when I was looking for pumpkin spice, I went to Natural Grocer because I was like, they'll have it, right? They'll have a pumpkin spice
You judge
section.
them to be hipsters? Is that
Little
what it
bit.
is?
Yeah, I did. And so I went there, and I talked to some guy, which that may have been my first mistake.
Some guy.
I was like, it was a dude with a
Blanket
beard, and I was
statement.
like,
It was a
he
neck
probably has
beard?
the pumpkin spice beard oil.
it wasn't that kind of beard.
That's real product.
But then I said, do you know where pumpkin spice products are? And he's like, let me check. He came back with a bag of powder. And he's like, this is all we have. It was in the bulk aisle. And I'm like, dang it.
Just stir this and everything.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ken, you can go with the 1950s.
Yeah, so it really was the McCormick in the 1950s. McCormick, who makes a lot of seasonings and puts it together, they really popularized this and made it available in most homes. You could buy it in any grocery store at that point. And so they took, like you said, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and ginger, put it together in a bottle, and called it pumpkin pie spice. They gave it an exact name.
Which is the stuff people literally put in pumpkin pies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the origin, right? Yeah, that's what Ken's saying. That's what I thought. Something like that. So
It's also delicious if you want to stir it into your oatmeal or many other things.
Lindsay, do you have any other
list
fun
on everything?
facts or anything here? that you
No,
want to add?
I just like pumpkin spice and put it in everything.
Is it a seasonal thing for you, though? Or
No.
That's a
is
good
it an
question.
all year?
No, if I make oatmeal, it has pumpkin spice in it. It doesn't matter if it's April.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's like wearing white pants after Labor Day. That's it for a Labor Day show.
That's a fashion statement.
I won't wear white pants ever, so if that helps.
But you put it on oatmeal. Anything else? You just kind of sprinkle it.
Yeah, yeah. What else? What else does it like get the year-round treatment for?
I would put it, if I was making tea, sometimes I'll put it in as it's steeping. And it kind of adds a nice little zing
Ice
to
cream?
it. Oh, yeah, it's great on ice cream. Vanilla ice cream with that and a little bit of chocolate sauce.
So you've got like just the spices that you're ready to just put on whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So we have a candle in the room. It's actually a Glade pumpkin spice candle, not a sponsor. Would you take this candle home and proudly let it smell up your place year round?
Okay, it
or is it
smells strongly
just
of pumpkin spice in
Yeah.
here.
Or would it just be August through the end of the year?
No, I have a pumpkin spice thing it's one of the filters that
Oh, yeah.
plugs into the
Right.
wall all year long. Pumpkin spice.
Really?
It's either pumpkin spice or Christmas tree smell all year. I don't even care if it's summer.
Wow.
Man, I was going to say we picked the right person for
Yeah,
this.
you're dedicated.
Yeah.
You're basic.
Again, Ken, be kind to our guests.
I'm
Yeah.
so basic.
But it's
fine.
not just her though. Like the pumpkin spice latte is kind of what made the boom of pumpkin
They
spice
didn't create
products.
it, though.
They didn't. But like, they're the ones that
they
popularized it.
Yes.
Because I just want to point this out. Because once they got the pumpkin spice latte, people were like, "Oh, pumpkin spice products are big." As of 2016, pumpkin spice consumables produce $500 million in annual sales.
Insane.
Pumpkin products, 1 year.
That's
500
half as
million.
much as Baconsale.
I know. It's crazy. Thank you, patrons.
So there's actually a guy that worked at Starbucks. This is back in 2003. He was like brand new at the company, and they said, "Hey, make a drink for the fall." And so he got focus groups and brainstormed, and he's like, "What about this kind of fall drink?" And it was probably a lot of mint or truffle. And there was one he did pumpkin spice, and it ranked at the bottom of the list. And he was stubborn, so he said, "I don't care. I'm going to make this." And it was called the Fall Harvest Latte. And so he and a team just got together and made about 20 different versions and perfected it. And it really has become the pumpkin spice latte that we know today, available worldwide in 2004.
And from August to January.
And it catapulted this industry, as Joel was saying, $500 million industry every single year at
Not
the
only
same
that,
time.
but according to a report, Starbucks sold 424 million pumpkin spice lattes in 2018 alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
424 million pumpkin spice lattes, 1 year.
Fun fact, we do say it's like basic white females are drinking pumpkin spice lattes. Starbucks says that a third of the customers who order the PSL are male. So,
Really?
yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
a myth.
basic.
we basic. And like you were saying, like they start it earlier every year, so they will actually have contests on Facebook, on their Facebook page, asking for followers to basically compete in a competition so they can bring it a week earlier to their city or state. And people go nuts for it. It's like the
Wow.
McRib challenge.
People
Yeah.
know they can make it themselves, right?
It is.
I think they'd rather spend $6.75 on it.
Hold on, go back to this McRib thing. 'cause I think we might need to tie these
but-
together. Put pumpkin spice
Like
McRib.
all it is, like the pumpkin spice latte, all it is steamed milk, espresso, and then sugar topped with whipped cream, and then just this pumpkin spice little sprinkling on top.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I can't remember when they started adding. 2015. They started adding pumpkin to this pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, they actually do now. Okay.
They do a little bit of pumpkin puree now. People got after them. There's no pumpkin in the pumpkin spice latte.
I shouldn't have invited her on the show because she never had a PSL up until
Today.
today.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's because you can make it yourself.
It's, right.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Huh. Wait,
how was it?
wait. If
What?
you love pumpkin spice so much, what kept you from trying it for
Yeah.
so long?
I'm not a big coffee drinker. I love tea, but I don't like if I go to Starbucks, I get a chai, which is kind of pumpkin spicy. It's got
already?
it's got those
Yeah.
same spices already, so I'm fine. But yeah,
You got it
I
today?
broke down and I went and got one.
By the
And
way.
I'm so mad that it was good. I wanted to hate
That's
it.
your hot take right there. It was really quite good.
I know
Yeah.
that Halloween isn't until our Halloween episodes don't start till next week, but I wanted to tell you guys something. That if you go into a dark bathroom and look in the mirror and say pumpkin spice latte in the mirror 3 times, a white girl in yoga pants will appear and tell you all her favorite things about the fall.
Lightning.
Oh,
Lightning kiss.
right.
lightning cue. There you go. That's a meme I actually saw going around. It made me laugh because
Yeah.
that's the stereotype. You
Yep.
know, Ugg
Yeah.
boots, yoga pants,
North Face jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so should we jump into the
Let's
taste
do
test?
this.
Yes.
It's time.
All right, listener, we have a table full of
Full of
everything
treats.
pumpkin spice.
It's ridiculous.
It's
kind of
absurd
ridiculous.
how
So what
much
should we
food is
start
here.
out with?
So we've each brought our own. I actually want to start because I do want to
should
start with
bring that up.
something really quite simple.
Yeah, because we all went out and chose our 3 or 4. Well, we chose 3 things. And Lindsay's like,
Here's the thing.
She's
I
brought
have
like a
so
dozen.
I can't
more.
call her basic anymore because she went extra on this.
I am very extra.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
extra basic.
She got she got mugs and extra food for us just in
Yes.
case we didn't do our part.
So we have 16 items. We're going to be ranking them 5 tier 1s, 6 tier 2s, and 5 tier 3s. But we're going to be doing that at the end because right now we're just going to try them, taste them. So Kent, one of the things you brought
So
was
friends, the first thing we're going to do is a Twinkie. Right? We know the Hostess company went under, it was about 5 years ago.
Oh god, it smells like cloves.
And so everyone open it. And I would say Twinkies are not as good anymore. Joel's trying it right now. And by the way, Joel likes Twinkies, but I don't know if you like pumpkin spice Twinkies.
Oh, Lindsay likes it. Oh, she likes the smell.
Smells really good.
So here's the thing: you look at the Twinkie, and it looks you can't gag yet.
He's gonna
It
gag the
looks
whole
like a
time.
regular Twinkie from the outside. It doesn't look orange or anything, but you bite into the inside. And I take a big bite. I'm on a diet,
Oh, that's not bad at all, actually.
No, it's okay. So
and
here's,
it's actually a little. It looks like cinnamon on the inside, cinnamon
so
cream.
here's the thing.
I'm totally okay with this.
Here's the thing: is the initial taste good? I was like, good.
But
And
then you remember it's a Twinkie.
Then the clove hits you in the back of the sinuses, and I can
it
taste
hits you. What are you talking about?
I can
That's
taste
super
it.
subtle.
It's a
This is
clove.
amazing.
It's subtle.
and I'm a huge fan.
This
But-
is
No, to tell the
But still
truth,
the
I've
Twinkie-
never liked a Twinkie this much.
Still, the
I
Twinkie
hate
breading
Twinkies.
is a little bit stale, right?
Oh, it's Twinkie.
It's yeah. This is the best Twinkie
wait.
I've
It's
ever
not
tasted.
stale.
Generic Twinkie sponge cake.
I usually hate
The best
Twinkies.
I hate
Twinkie.
Twinkies. This is amazing.
Exactly, I'm with her. This is a good.
Wow,
This is a good Twinkie.
And Joel, it punched you in the back of the throat.
It's like a metallic.
not blood.
It's like a metallic oil is like permeating my sinuses right now.
Really? This is just the beginning, friend. We have
gonna be a
Trader
long
Joe
night.
stuff to go through. You're in
Long
trouble.
night coming.
Okay, if it's pumpkin forward, I'm good of it. That's clove forward. Not a fan.
Clove
It's heaven
forward.
forward.
Oh,
It's stupid delicious. is
All
what
right,
that
We're
is.
not going to eat everything because many of us are on diets right now, and it's 11 at night. I mean Monday morning, and
Magic of podcasting.
We'll see how this goes.
all right. I'll go next because I chose, as you guys know, one of my favorite candies in the world is Kit Kats. And so I chose, these are pumpkin pie miniatures, Kit Kat miniatures. And they're naturally and artificially flavored.
And they're orange.
They're orange. Like, if you tried the Halloween ones, like the Halloween Kit Kats, they're basically just white chocolate dyed orange. I'm hoping this is kind of the same thing because this is going to be a more subtle
I
flavor.
need a
of
palate
Kit Kat.
cleanser on this one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We need a palate cleanser.
Oh, yeah.
I have sliced gala apples to help cleanse our palate between each one.
So, what is it? Is it a chocolate? Is it a white chocolate that's on the outside, Joel?
I'm guessing so.
Because I like that flavor, but the crunch in the inside, I'm not I'm not caring for. It's like a white chocolate
On
spice,
the outside a little bit.
like pumpkin spice, but yeah.
So I'm looking at the
Which is
ingredients
good,
here,
actually.
and
It's dull,
there-
actually.
there is no. It doesn't even say pumpkin spice flavor.
It's very
It's
sweet.
pumpkin pie, though.
Yeah, it's
Is it?
overly sweet
It's pumpkin
under
pie.
flavor.
I gotta
yeah.
try it now. Make sure to do your
But
palate
it tastes like
cleansers.
pumpkin pie with whipped cream, so you may like it.
It does kind of taste like that.
I'm not a fan.
And you have a big bag of those things.
Oh,
I also have a wife,
Okay.
and she's white. So
All right, Joel, what do you think?
okay. Oh man,
Joel, remind us, what's your favorite candy?
one of my favorite candies is Kit Kats. Like I actually had
Have they
regular
be-
Kit Kats today and loved them.
Have they betrayed
And?
you now?
I don't like this.
It's just boring.
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's not that it's just
basic.
boring. You gotta eat the whole
That's a
thing.
drinking game on this show.
If I had a pile of them in front of me while I was watching TV, I would totally eat them. But
Okay.
they're not good.
Candy corns or pumpkin pie Kit Kats? Which would you
Pumpkin
eat
pie
first?
Kit Kats.
Really? You hate
Yeah.
candy corn?
Not a huge fan. They're just sweet. I like the texture though.
Yeah, I like the
I like
texture.
to bite them.
Yeah, because it's weird candy that you'd find at your grandma's, basically. And
Does it
you're
have good mouthfeel?
It has an excellent mouthfeel.
That's
And the
weird.
umami is just out of this world.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. I know.
Umami.
Umami is
Is
like
that
a,
thing roasted and
it's-
friends?
What
No,
did
that's
you say about my
unagi.
mom?
umami is like a savory thing that you get with like Marmite has umami or soy sauce has umami.
Marmite's not very
How does
good.
this have umami then?
It doesn't. I was
It
being
doesn't.
sarcastic.
It's
A Kit Kat umami.
I have to say though, I've tried a bunch of different types of Kit Kats, like the weird ones.
You've had
they
like the
have in-
green one,
yeah,
right?
like,
the
there's
Japanese
like a
one.
red bean one and stuff like
Yeah.
that. This one, once again, not a big fan of because it's the cloves. It's
Yeah.
really strong on the cloves.
Like I don't trust the chocolate from a normal Kit Kat anyways. It's just
Yeah.
too American. If that's the thing.
Why do you hate America?
American chocolate's not very good.
It's not a little waxy.
Hershey's.
Oh, Hershey's is
Hershey's
the worst.
is the worst.
How dare you?
High five.
Plus, they bought
You
Cadbury
basic.
and ruined it.
Yeah, they ruined Cadbury.
Way to go, Hershey's.
Save it
Haters
for
gonna
our
hate.
Nations and Chocolate
it's-
show.
Get your palate cleanser.
Instead of one of mine, I'd like to do one of Lindsay's, if that's okay. Can we
She's
move
got lots to choose from.
to the cider? What's the cider called? Do we have that?
Oh, is this the ginger?
It is a.
Hold on, let me read it.
Yeah, it's a. I think it was Trader Joe's ginger brew, something like that.
Ginger
It's
brew.
non-alcoholic,
It looks
family
like
friendly.
looks like
Thank
apple
you.
cider.
So this one.
It smells very
Lindsay's right. It's-
gingery.
Yeah, Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spiced ginger brew sparkling
Get your palate
beverage.
cleanser so we can all come in fresh here. But
Oh,
I can tell it's. Gonna
it's
be
not good.
The smell is horrible, you guys.
Sorry, this is a podcast and we're eating and drinking right here.
Oh, that is.
I'm
bad.
going back for
Oh
a
no,
second. Hold on.
I like it.
That is bitter. That is like.
You do like it? Like at first, the very like
I'm afraid there's a
0.7
lot-
seconds, you're fine, and then
You sure
it
it's
gets
not
revenge.
alcoholic? It tastes like someone dumped a bunch of barley into ginger ale.
I like it.
Can you taste the pumpkin though?
I think there's a lot of
No,
like
it's mostly
there's a bunch of
ginger.
ice melt.
What was the name of it?
Pumpkin
Just Trader Joe's
spice ginger brew.
Yep, ginger brew.
It's very
that is
ginger.
Trader
I
Joe's
can't
ginger
drink
brew.
any more of that.
Very ginger.
Joel, take another drink.
Yeah,
Please.
no, you got to get
Please.
past the water.
No,
The ice,
I was gonna
the
say
ice
trouble,
has
yeah.
melted.
You know, I was hoping it was mostly watered down, and it's not watered down.
Honestly, my trouble is I don't think it's strong enough. I
Yeah,
think that
it
I don't
needs a
think
little more
it needs more. It needs more kick.
enough.
It's kind of.
It's not really like owning the flavor well
Yeah.
enough, and so
It
then the
needs-
flavor doesn't come across well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's a
one,
little
okay.
weak.
I don't
You guys
like,
are disappointed. It's not worse.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
drinking it because it's
It's refreshing.
No, but
yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
It's like bad ginger ale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ginger ale is sweeter and
It
more
is.
pleasing.
yeah,
This
it
one
is kind of like that. Yeah.
I
Well,
really. Oh,
I don't know. In a way, that's actually it's growing on me.
I know. No, the
drinking it.
first sip I was a little sad.
Oh, yeah,
the
the
second
first
sip I
one,
liked
yeah.
it more. The third sip I really liked
yeah,
it. But I feel like it just needs a little bit more kick.
Yeah, more kick can be good.
You guys are brave. You do order 10 when you get Indian food, so
Pretty much.
yeah, whatever. You're extra.
Extra.
Yeah,
basic.
extra.
The,
You okay?
no, that was really gross. Like I just. It's like okay, so like with sushi, for example,
Yeah.
I like sushi, but if it touches the ginger and it gets that ginger flavor, not a fan.
See, I will take the ginger. And
Do you like
just
essence
eat
of
it.
ginger?
Well, okay, so ginger in moderation. Like there's some recipes that call for ginger that turn out really good.
Yeah.
You like gingerbread?
Iffy. It's iffy, but ginger ale, always a fan. Love ginger ale.
That tastes like ginger ale.
That's my go-to drink on a plane is ginger ale.
It's like ginger ale, but it feels like it's still in my mouth. It's still sitting there burning my throat.
How much sugar would you guess is in that?
so much.
Too much.
Yeah, it is. It's a ton. I thought it didn't seem that sweet, but it is. It's got
It wasn't.
32 grams of sugar.
How many grams of bitter does it have in it?
140. That's
It's not bitter at all.
All right. What do we have next?
This is a bad idea.
It's Lindsay.
Okay, so I have these pumpkin pie marshmallows from Smashmallow, which is one of my go-to treats. They have all sorts of
Wait,
flavored marshmallows.
on their own? Mm-hmm. You just eat them on
I
their
will
own?
just eat these on my own as a snack.
I need to wash down that.
Yeah, they have strawberry ones, and they have
Oh, that would be awesome.
cinnamon churro ones, and they
Okay.
have mint chocolate chip ones. They have.
You've never got these before.
I have never had the pumpkin ones before.
These are Trader Joe's as well?
No, these are. You can get these at Target. That's where I usually buy them. So
Yeah, I thought Target was going to be like a big mecca for ginger spice or pumpkin spice stuff.
So why the marshmallow? Like it's a constant kind of snack.
So yeah, you can eat 4 of them for 80 calories.
Okay.
I make
So
weird noises after every bite.
if you want a good sweet treat at night that's not going to blow your calorie budget, 80 calories for 4 of these.
Initial impressions?
Okay.
The smell is overwhelming. The taste is a marshmallow.
Yeah.
No,
There's
it's
nothing
got that
inside.
aftertaste.
I'm not getting much taste. Yeah.
Have you guys ever fallen face first into a pile of leaves with your mouth open?
That is what it tastes like. I love that taste.
So
Wait.
gross.
It tastes like fall.
Wait, hold on. Have they wilted? And it's like
Yes, it's like the bottom of the leaf pile.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're also getting some grass in there.
Once again,
Your dad's trying to rake
these
the
are all
yard.
so deceptive. Everyone, the first bite, I'm like, oh, this is good. And then it hits the back of my throat and my bitter senses
see,
go.
this is where I disagree with you. I think the initial, like the skin of this marshmallow is pumpkin spicy. The inside is kind of plain. I enjoy the consistency though because
I only have
Well,
I
can
would
see
use
what-
strawberry.
I can see what
The
Lindsay's
strawberry
saying
is
though,
very
good.
because the whole idea is that it's like a really chill snack, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not like an intense kind of purpose, right? And so yeah, you eat a handful, you don't feel like
Oh,
you've done much, but it's
I'm
still
burping up
sweet.
ginger.
I think we're all going to smell like ginger for the next week.
Yeah. All right, Kent, back to you. What do you got?
All right, so I'm going to go with something basic as well. And my next choice is going to be a podcast audience's worst nightmare. It's it's a cereal,
Oh, yeah.
and it's one we talked about on our cereal show. This was actually considered a healthy cereal, a non-sugar cereal. So it was in part 2, even though the sugar in these is astronomical. And so the one I went for, because we did give this a tier 1 in that show,
Did we?
is Frosted Mini Wheats.
We did.
And Frosted Mini Wheats, but pumpkin spice. And so the outer coating, Jake, feel free to go ahead. We just added some milk.
All right.
It's orange and a little bit of white.
This smells good.
They smell so good.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
so
try one
jump on
dry.
in there. I mean,
I'm trying one dry
I
first.
like to let them say,
Don't do
obviously,
it.
Try one dry.
Try a dry one up top.
I tried first and I regretted it. Need some milk.
I taste nothing.
I have no pumpkin spice flavor at all.
I have a feeling
got
that
some.
I
when
see
you,
orange
It's
though.
subtle though.
I don't get it, not a bit.
this actually tastes more sugary than the Kit Kat.
I taste nothing.
You don't even taste like a pumpkin pie flavor at all.
No. Like sweet and wheat-y.
It definitely gets lost in the milk.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
don't
actually,
taste
I
anything.
think that would be the good thing. If the milk becomes a pumpkin milk drink, I'd be okay with that.
This sucks.
Boo.
Guys.
And yet I like it.
You like it because it doesn't taste like
Joel
anything.
likes this one.
This
It's
is
so
not
subtle.
strong.
There's no pumpkin spice at all.
I like it better in milk than on top.
I like the opposite.
You really?
Has a little bit more flavor, but
I like this
very
one, all right.
Of course you do. It doesn't taste like anything. It's just shredded
No, there's like
cardboard.
there's the hint of it. It's not overpowering.
It's just shredded wheat, right? No, wait.
Yeah, this
Frosted
is-
Mini Wheats, yeah.
Frosted Mini. That's it. That's it.
I'm going back for more bites. I'll eat this.
I got booed by these guys. Joel, you're welcome.
Dude, this could be a palate cleanser.
yeah,
I'm
that
okay
is a
with
palate
this.
cleanser. That has no flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
My turn. The second thing I brought was actually pumpkin spice bagels with pumpkin spice schmear.
So the bagels
Double time.
and the schmear.
All right, I'm going to hand these
Actually,
out.
I think the schmear is just pumpkin, but the bagels are pumpkin spice.
Are you hoping that two wrongs make a right here?
I'm hoping that the flavors will be like the cream cheese sounds good to me.
So explain
And-
what this cream cheese looks like to everybody. Because it doesn't look good.
It looks really bad.
I don't know what to compare it to, actually.
Very orange.
You know when you throw a pumpkin on the ground and it goes rotten?
No, so to me, like it looks like someone has spread like Zupa's tomato basil soup on the top of this bagel.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is pumpkin. It doesn't say spice, thank goodness. Double whipped schmear, and it's reduced fat, but pumpkin powder. That's what it has in it. Sugar. These are the ingredients: pasteurized milk and cream, sugar, water, pumpkin powder, and then a bunch of other stuff. But I think I may like this one, maybe because it doesn't have too much.
Yeah, I think you will, because it's pretty mild.
The bagel on its own, not good.
No.
And we put too little schmear on it.
Yeah, we need way more. Way more schmear.
if you want.
It's too late.
You're like, no.
The mistakes have been made. Lindsay hates this.
I'm
Is this
so
your
sad.
least favorite so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
This doesn't taste
You just went
pumpkin
back for a
spicy.
smell, not a bite.
Need more
You had
schmear. Maybe
such a
maybe
sad
need
look
more
on your
schmear.
face.
Do you need more schmear?
Okay.
You just like saying schmear.
I do. You're past the schmear.
I will re-schmear my
There's some
bagel.
schmear. Oh, let me get a knife.
There's sort of one.
That one's been contaminated.
I'm not getting any pumpkin at anything.
I taste vaguely pumpkin, but it's like sour. Probably
It's
'cause of
mold.
the cream.
It tastes like it tastes old.
No! Oh no!
Oh snap!
Which side did it go?
It's going to taste better now.
She dropped the bagel,
Lindsay fell.
and it landed cream cheese side down.
Face down on the carpet.
The bacon cave alarm almost went off.
This one doesn't offend me, to be honest.
Well, of course not.
But it's
Doesn't
so
taste like
inexpensive.
anything.
Anyway.
It's not good.
No, it's lame. But
It's lame. You're calling of all the pumpkin spice items.
well,
this one's
honestly,
lame.
like if somebody gave this to me and it was free, I'd be like, yeah, I'll eat it. But I'm not offended
No.
by it.
No, this is
You're
one-
offended by it.
Not worth the calories.
When you go to Einstein's and you
That's just bagels in
everyone
general.
brings a
Even with
baker's
the extra
dozen to
smear?
work, and then you're like, oh, I hope I get the cinnamon one, and then the last thing there is the pumpkin spice bagel, and you're like, oh
no.
man. Oh, please
Now
no.
I have to cover it in pumpkin spice
Or there's
smear.
one with raisins on it. Which one would I do?
The raisin one is always the
Raisins.
last one. No, this one
First?
is like
Raisins
like
first.
the bagel. I tried the bagel dry. Like I tried a bite of the bagel, and I actually didn't like the flavor too much. But then the schmear, I'm okay with that schmear.
Yeah.
You get to like it? No,
I'm
you
not
guys
sold.
don't?
No, I'm saying it's medium for me. I don't
Like a tier 2 level.
tier 2. Yeah, I'm not offended by it. It's not like the Kit Kat where I'm like, this is unpleasant.
The pumpkin gods are displeased.
I like it. It tastes like fall.
Do you have a shrine to the pumpkin gods? Because I feel like you should.
I have a little pumpkin in my bookcase that's there all year long.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is it a actual pumpkin
No,
or
it's
is it a fake?
like a ceramic
Okay,
pumpkin.
yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do we have next?
It's time for the classic pumpkin chocolate chip cookie.
I'm
Now
so
this-
excited. I love these.
This is something I actually look forward to.
This was homemade by my wife, and
Oh, great! Now we can't say anything bad about it.
I don't know, there's a lot of chocolate chips in it. It's
As
actually
there should be.
it's not super heavy on the spice, but it's kind of like a good middle ground, I think. But I
I'm
don't know.
gonna eat the
like it.
whole thing.
I'm a fan of
You're,
this.
you're into it?
The thing
Okay.
about the pumpkin cookies, the pumpkin cookies normally have a very good texture to them. It's a very moist texture, very enjoyable to eat.
They almost
And
melt
it's-
in your mouth.
And it's not usually heavy on the cloves or the ginger. It's just kind of this nice pumpkin chocolate flavor. And pumpkin chocolate is a good combination.
I always
is.
feel messy when I eat these things because you pick it up and you always get the cookie skin stuck to the fingers that touched it. You have to kind of
Yeah,
scrape it
that
off,
does happen.
which is kind of a nice treat after anyways. To me, there's always too many chocolate chips.
Never.
What?
enough.
I need the proper placement. I
Never
do.
enough.
I know, man. What's wrong with you? Too many chocolate chips.
about chocolate chips.
Yeah, basic.
You know what people complain about? Too much chocolate. That's what Ken complains about.
Real chocolate.
It's like Marvel movie complaints.
European chocolate, it'd be better.
It's true. It's true. Yes.
Hey, not all European chocolate is good. Trust me, I know.
No, that's yeah. You went to Portugal.
Yeah.
Well.
Portuguese chocolate is terrible.
I can imagine. I don't want to judge them.
Joel,
but I can
wait,
imagine.
what did you say about the cookie?
Oh, I love these.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, these are one that kind of go above and beyond like pumpkin spice.
So it seems
they're
like
in
this
another
is
world.
one that's a little more pumpkin spicy, but you still like it.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I think it's not clove forward or
Okay.
ginger forward. It's pumpkin chocolate forward. I think maybe the chocolate helps. Maybe the
Oh,
chocolate.
probably- yeah, you're probably right.
Is the
So
hero.
and it is one
As
of
long
those
as
things.
there's a lot of it.
When I go to the store, I never like buy the cookies they have available, unless it's like a certain kind of grocery store where I like the chocolate chip cookies. But at this season, in the Halloween season, you see a little
Yeah.
clear tin of these.
I bought one.
You buy it.
Yeah.
They
Right.
have them all year.
They do.
Yeah.
What? Do you? You would know. I'm not going to doubt you.
I buy them all year.
Just for yourself.
Do not doubt the
yeah.
pumpkin girl.
Well, I guess I could share them with Giles, but cats aren't supposed to have chocolate.
Yeah. See, too many chocolate chips.
What
I
up,
knew
pumpkin?
it.
Is pumpkin okay for cats?
Yeah, they actually really like pumpkin, especially if I make pumpkin pie. I usually give him a little pile of pumpkin and he'll eat it.
He's basic.
All right, Lindsay.
He is white.
It's my favorite part of the episode so far.
He better be if you named him Giles, right?
All right, Lindsay, your turn. What are we eating?
I'm going to go with the pumpkin JoJo's, which are, if you go to Trader Joe's, they're kind of a Trader Joe's staple. They have mint ones. They're very Oreo-like.
Yeah, they look like Oreos, like a blonde.
But like triple stuff Oreos.
Yeah, they've got a lot of stuffing. Pumpkin
triple
sandwich
stuff,
cookies
just
with
regular
pumpkin
stuff.
cream
No, Oreos are
filling in
tiny.
every bite. So yeah, Trader Joe's has these for pretty much every season. They also just have like the generic
All right, I'm going
Oreo
in.
like
Do you have
chocolate
a favorite
ones.
season, JoJo?
I've never had a JoJo before.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it
So
now.
these are
Wait, for
these
someone
are-
who loves pumpkin spice, you seem to not like the basics that people really enjoy, like pumpkin spice latte, the JoJo's, the staples, but you don't do those.
No.
So what's your excuse on JoJo's? You weren't
I-
big on coffee, but
I don't think I noticed them last year. And Trader Joe's hasn't been in Utah for that long. So
okay.
So I'm not getting the spice, but the taste is one of the best things.
Well, and
we've
it's
had
actually
so
not
far.
saying, it's not really advertising the spice much on here. It's just
Because there's not
pumpkin-y.
much.
Yeah.
They do taste pumpkin-y.
They do.
Yeah.
It's more pumpkin pie than pumpkin spice.
I really like the taste, though.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd snack on these.
It's really
feel guilty
rich.
after 3, and then eat
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
row.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Maybe it's just because we've had so much sugar so far,
how
but I
many-
feel like these are really rich.
They're very mellow. I like the tagline on the side.
75 calories for each one, Ken.
Autumn never tasted
serious?
so good.
Yes.
I just put it out.
That's crazy.
I can't even eat
Wait,
this right now.
75 calories per cookie?
Yeah.
Oh.
I eat 300 calories a day until now.
Wait, are
Not
you
really.
serious?
1,000.
Okay, I was like, that's not okay.
That's
Yeah, it's not
healthy.
okay.
Tell them it's not healthy to crash diet.
1,000 is still not very
It's not good. I'm angry all the
Because
time.
I bet your total daily energy expenditure is probably a lot more than that.
Nope.
Liar.
For real.
Watches Netflix all day.
Yeah.
Your baseline is probably like 1,800.
I can't
2,000.
eat
Yeah.
2,000 and still lose
Save it
weight.
for our
Yeah.
caloric intake show.
You can eat 2,000 and still lose weight?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going with 1,000. I've lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks.
Why
I'm
are we
not
talking about
surprised.
this? So let's talk about the cookie, the
Until
JoJo's.
tonight when I'm eating this.
Yeah, this is going to
Saving
ruin
up
it.
for this.
All right, Kent, you're up.
I think they're good. I like them. I would buy these again.
Okay.
I like,
really
I
rich,
like the
though.
snack calorie wise, like for whatever reason we're talking about.
One.
It's pretty
you could
pricey.
Have like one cookie.
One
Just
cookie.
sugar, like the sugar content. Like you eat this, it's a
You can
slap
feel
in
it.
the face of sugar.
Yeah.
You can feel it on your teeth.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is one I it's very rich. I couldn't eat more than one or two.
Everyone go for a palate cleanser immediately because the next thing is going to be pretty overwhelming, I think.
I know what it is, and they're delicious.
We're going to go for a donut next.
Now, this just any donut, Kent?
Not just any donut. It's from Krispy Kreme.
Now, can you tell people you were told to get specific type of donuts?
Yeah.
Because you thought they had pumpkin spice glazed at Krispy Kreme.
So there are two different kinds of pumpkin spice donuts at Krispy Kreme. There's one limited edition Krispy Kreme donut, which they only have for about a week and a half. It ended September 22nd, so we missed it by a few days. And what it is, it's a
We also missed the pumpkin spice spam, but that's because
it's sold out
it's
immediately.
sold out immediately.
Oh,
We're
I'm
gonna have
so
that for
sad.
the show. Yeah.
So the typical glazed donut that with pumpkin spice is a glazed donut, but it has the cream filling inside because they do have a lot of cream filling donuts there. Joel is not pleased.
It's really good.
Okay, so this is a cake donut. What we got was a pumpkin spice cake donut. I got the last 4 in the store.
Oh, good
and
job.
so I was really happy about
No,
that.
I'm going to keep eating on
that's
this.
why you
I'm
only
going to
got
eat the
4.
whole thing.
It's tasty.
Joel's saying tier 3 right now. Everyone else is going. You're going to eat it all?
That's good.
Oh.
Like I'm
Totally
into
worth
that.
the calories.
Have you ever been weed whacking? And
What does
the
everything
weeds fly up in your nose?
Have to do with grass and weeds and leaves going in your mouth.
Are. Oh, that is way too clovey.
Heavenly.
I'm gonna eat the.
Can we just
shredded
stop the
weed
show
again.
for a minute so I can just eat on this? Just relax.
Hey guys,
I'm getting like
Donut.
dopamine out
I'm
of
not
this.
actually a cake donut guy. I like a standard. I am eating and talking to the mic. I am breaking every rule, but I like a standard glazed chocolate donut. I like cake donuts now.
because of this?
They're really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Why?
Because it's delicious.
Someone ground up skunk weed and put it in a donut, and you're calling it good?
Yeah,
I
surprisingly
think 3
good.
to 1 on this one. I'm a big fan of the skunkweed donut.
Krispy Kreme pumpkin spice listener.
I'm not taking another bite of that.
If you like,
Hey,
if
these
you
guys
like
will eat
pumpkin
it.
spice, I think this is the one. If you don't, apparently, it tastes like
Okay, guys,
weed whacking.
Can we do a gut check? I'm not feeling very good already.
Yeah.
Like already, I'm like that's
You don't
too
have
many
to eat
sweets.
everything, Ken.
I know I shouldn't.
I'm gonna need
I
some frosted mini weeds to cleanse my palate.
I feel like we
cleanse my
need
palate.
something savory, but I'm not sure we have anything savory.
We have
I do.
one savory.
I'll bring it
Ooh,
in.
Is that a segue?
Segue.
Dun, 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 dun. Segue.
So I went with the double whammy here of Trader Joe's pumpkin tortilla chips, crafted with simple ingredients including
Pass it
pumpkin
around.
puree, pumpkin seeds, cinnamon, and nutmeg. No cloves. No, what was the other thing? Ginger. Just cinnamon, nutmeg, and pumpkin seeds and pumpkin puree. And then on top of that,
Are they salty chips? Can anyone tell me that? I
Yeah, they're salty.
Yeah, yep.
on top of that, I got Tastin' Jamaican Caribbean style salsa.
Taste in Jamaican.
Pumpkin spice medium. Because like I said, the allspice, the pumpkin spice. Is it bad?
Kent is making a face.
The
so is
pumpkin
Lindsay.
spice.
Is it the
Sound effects by
salsa?
Lindsay.
It's
the
hot.
salsa?
Is it bad?
It's not hot.
It's
You know when you spray perfume and it gets in your mouth?
It is kind of like that.
Hold on, just go chip by itself. Is a chip okay?
Well, so here's the thing. I want
chips
to
are fine.
point this out. Like the allspice, the Jamaican spice, very similar to pumpkin spice, is used in like Jamaican jerk chicken. It's a very popular flavor in the cuisine down there.
I do have a throat burn. What is
And
that
so
about?
this isn't.
It is like the perfume.
This isn't
thing. You're
unusual,
right on.
but it is salsa.
It's
with
like I
pumpkin
breathed
spice.
in something weird and
You are
it's
not
stuck,
going to like this.
and it's stuck to my throat.
What's the stuff that they make soap with that burns your skin? Is that lye?
Lye?
Yeah, I think it's like lye. Is there lye in that salsa?
Oh, that is bad.
Really bad.
Like that is rank. Like honestly,
Why?
it's like
It's like you
let
swallow
the can of
perfume.
tomato sauce out and let it get moldy.
And you put skunk weed in it
Nah,
and perfume?
I don't got
Okay.
the cloves in there.
Here's what I want to
sure
know,
the chip
though.
on its own.
The chip isn't
the
bad.
chips are from Trader Joe's, and they taste healthy, but are they healthy?
Well, let's see. 140 calories for 8 chips. That's
Nope.
not
That's not good.
Not good.
that's not crazy.
It's not good for
It's
especially
crazy.
for a tortilla chip. You can usually get at least 14 for that many
Yeah,
calories.
yeah.
Anyone want more salsa?
No,
Nope.
I'm good.
I want to give it another shot though, because here's the thing: it's supposed to be medium.
Yeah, I kind of want to
That
give it
was
one more
not
try.
medium.
I'm going to give it one more
It's supposed
try.
to be habanero.
That wasn't hot at all. It just tastes
Here's the ingredients, by the way:
perfume,
tomatoes,
perfume,
pumpkin, mango, fresh chili peppers, fresh
Perfume.
onions, tomato paste, apple cider,
Perfume.
and a bunch of other stuff. Hickory seasoning, vanilla flavor,
perfume,
pumpkin spice extract.
and
But not
perfume.
just perfume. It's like when you go to the store, like you go to Barnes & Noble and someone stops you in the parking lot and says, hey, you want to buy some perfume? You know,
And
I'm
then
sure
they
you like perfume. And they
spray
Where
it.
spray
do
you
you
with
go
salsa
that
smell.
happens? You know, it's honestly a relief to eat something that's not sweet.
So the chips are good.
So that
You tried the
that feels
salsa
nice.
again, Joel?
I wondered if it was. Maybe
I tried it. I tried it a second time, and no,
No.
it's still
it's not
pretty
good.
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's rancid, and we've
You
all
guys
just been
killed,
food poisoned.
you broke Lindsay.
I know. She's
Guys,
she's
Ew,
convulsing
David.
now.
I will say, like it is. It's a relief to try something not sweet.
It is. Although I'm
It's
going to
not
eat more of this
spicy, though,
donut.
and the flavor.
No.
It tastes like sweet tomatoes. Like basically just
Yeah.
It's basically tomato puree and sugar. It tastes like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the mangoes, but
It's not good.
it's not very good. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, lady and gentlemen, this is a combined thing. The chips and salsa. You are not combine like you're not separating them into different tiers. They are both one item. So if
okay.
you like the chips but didn't like the salsa, it might have to even out.
Okay.
And at the bottom.
Hey, do you guys want to eat more Krispy Kreme donut? Because seriously.
No,
I
Yes?
just did.
no.
I ate all of mine. Sorry.
I would put the salsa above the Krispy Kreme donut.
No.
How
Blasphemy.
dare you?
Wah.
For my turn, we're going to be doing hot chocolate. And pause one moment, listener, while we serve this delicious brew up. And now we're back with Joel trying to
Sunken place.
control our minds. All right, we now have our
This is gonna be hot. This is gonna
hot chocolate with a little cream and some pumpkin spice.
No,
Our-
what kind of pumpkin spice is it, Jacob?
that's a good point. This is I didn't bring it
It
down.
was skinny taste.
Thank you, Lindsay. Skinny taste. So this is different, right? Everything has been sugar.
Yeah.
This is a 0 calorie, 0 sugar, fake sweetener.
Thank you for being
And hot
so
chocolate
considerate.
with cream.
In hot chocolate with cream.
Oh, wait.
I had to taper it. You know,
Canceled out.
Yeah.
All right, so we can
Let's
take a
give it.
little
Let's
sip.
give it a go. Yeah.
Okay, I really like the flavor. I'm not sure I get pumpkin spice at all, but it's nice.
That's actually quite pleasant.
I'm a fan, but I don't know what's pumpkin spice and what's just the cream.
Nope. There's the artificial flavor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hate that. I forget.
Yeah, I don't like artificial flavoring. That's a kind of
So yeah, I think when we lose the sugar, maybe it's not going to be quite as strong. Maybe with the
It's a lot of
spices.
sugar. Like you can tell because you put creamer
Very
in,
sweet.
cream and the creamer in, right?
Well, no, I mean the cream doesn't have. There's nothing sweet in the cream. Like that's just literally fat. There's nothing sweet at all. And then the flavoring is no sugar.
Sweet fat.
So there's
Is
just a
this
little bit of
keto
sugar.
friendly, by the way.
No,
Oh,
no, because there's a
hot
little bit of a
chocolate.
hot chocolate packet in there.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only place where the
if
sugar.
it weren't for that artificial flavoring thing,
I think it's actually really pleasant, but Lindsay's right. The flavor's not really strong for pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it tastes
But-
like
and you
almost
put
tastes
a
like
ton in
steamed
there, too.
It almost tastes like a steamed milk or something like
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
But-
I mean, I'm a fan of the taste because
Like yeah,
nice hot chocolate.
I want to keep drinking it, but yeah, it's not very pumpkin spicy.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just put twice the amount of
Oh heavens no!
creamer in or flavor in.
It's delicious. I'm a fan.
All right,
Okay, what do we have next?
it's Lindsay.
All right, I have another cookie from Trader Joe's. These literally big on the cover say pumpkin spice cookie, and they kind of look like animal crackers.
But they were little pumpkins. They have a little stem and
Yeah,
everything.
they're little orange pumpkins with the little like sprinkles on them.
So these are pumpkin spice cookies, petite pumpkin spice cookies. Shortbread cookies with pumpkin spice and yogurt coating.
They smell delicious.
Is 340 calories per cookie bad? No.
Yes.
It's, 4 cookies is 130 calories.
Actually, that's pretty nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, a little ginger kick. I kind of like it.
It's not bad.
It's like tier 2 for me. Like,
it tastes like you know those circus.
I would snack on
circus
this for
cookies?
sure.
yeah.
Like those pink and white circus cookies.
Yeah, that is what it is.
It's like if you put a gingerbread cookie inside one of those.
Exactly.
Not bad.
That's low key one of my favorites, actually. Because, a lot of these have been kind of a little intense. And that one I'm like, okay, I would just casually
I could eat a
snack.
few of those.
Yeah, I could eat a few of those, and it's cool.
So it's like eating an animal cookie and not
Yes.
feeling immature.
That's exactly right.
How much was that per cookie? How many calories per
But
cookie?
feeling basic.
For the pumpkin JoJo's?
75.
So 75 per cookie. So if that's 130 calories for 4 cookies,
Math.
what's the math on that?
About 30? 3.
Yeah. So
Is that true?
2.5. Yep.
135 by 4.
By 4?
Yeah, 4 cookies a serving.
34 calories.
Oh, so close, Kent.
Math.
So those are more healthy. Well, less calories.
Less calories, for sure. They're smaller, too.
Yeah, but you'd eat 4 of those real quick. Like immediately.
I wouldn't feel as bad about eating 4 of those, though.
Even though it has sprinkles on it? Like, it doesn't need the sprinkles? Does
Yeah.
that make it feel like
I don't know.
That's the
sprinkles.
animal
I don't know.
cracker.
Sprinkles? Does it need sprinkles?
All right, what do we have
Inside
next?
jokes.
Lindsay
that?
brought maybe the best thing here. We haven't tried it yet, so we have to actually
Be hard pressed to
taste
beat the
it
donut,
first.
honestly.
It's from Nothing Bunt Cake. If you haven't been there, it is really, really delicious.
That's the name of the place? Is Nothing
yeah.
Bunt?
Nothing Bunt Cake instead
like
of Nothing
but
Bunt Cake.
Okay, Nothing Bunt cake.
So they have
Oh, don't
lots
let-
of different flavors, but this one is the pumpkin spice.
Don't let it touch the donut.
And it it has a lovely cream cheese frosting on it.
Cream cheese and pumpkin go really well
Yeah.
together.
Okay, with the frosting, fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta try it without.
That tastes like carrot cake.
It does.
Not too heavy on the cloves. I don't get a lot of ginger.
Try it without the frosting.
I mean, it's just a chill bread. It's nice.
Very
But-
moist.
You're a chill bread.
Thank you. I don't know. Actually, I need more of like a aftertaste. It goes away fast. Like the cream, awesome. The frosting, like, okay.
I don't think the frosting is overpoweringly sweet, though. There's a lot of it, but it's not as rich as the stuff in the JoJo's.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm down with this one. I think it's a good bun cake.
It's got a similar texture to the cookies.
Yeah, that's it. Reminds me of if you
Tier
took a
2.
pumpkin chocolate chip cookie and then put
Yeah.
frosting on top of it, like
Yeah.
a cream frosting, cream
Yeah.
cheese frosting.
It's a great supporting role, I think.
Ooh,
for any of
wait.
these. Get a character actor.
There
if
comes
you,
the
if you will.
ginger at the end there.
Is it haunting you? What's going
No,
on?
it's like a gingerbread cookie where it's subtle enough where it's not in my face.
Now that it's the morning and you're listening to the podcast,
Thank you,
it's
sir.
time to have a nice, steady breakfast.
Well, then
So,
we're all
Lindsay,
going to
I
touch it
actually
and then
couldn't
pass it to
find
you.
this in the store. And in fact, if you're shopping at like Target, which is a very basic store, the most basic store, you'd think there'd be a lot of these, but I couldn't find this item or the Twinkies at all. So, Lindsay, where'd you find these?
Target.
Yeah, there you go. You're better at
gonna say,
searching than I am.
I actually found these too at Target next to the pumpkin spice Cheerios, which we don't have tonight.
So these are Pop-Tarts. Pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts.
Frosted pumpkin pie, limited edition.
It's fine. They should have leaned into the flavor more.
We're eating them untoasted, obviously.
They're a little too sweet.
Too sweet, not enough spice.
I do get more of the spice in these than I have in a lot of other things.
Can I ask you guys a question though? Do you normally toast your Pop-Tarts or do you like them untoasted?
I ate mine untoasted.
Untoasted.
It's kind of better that way. It gets really
Yeah.
dry when you toast them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Subtle.
I think they just put the white frosting with sprinkles on
Also,
top.
I haven't had Pop-Tarts in
it's-
like 15 years, so
Yeah. You're a strudel guy?
no. That's funny, though. Actually, those are delicious. Just
But I
remembered
feel
what
like
that was.
they
When I
have
was a
just
kid.
the-
Oh, you have like this...
The toaster strudels?
Yeah,
the,
they're the best.
the icing?
Icing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now I want
But
that.
I feel like their standard white frosting with sprinkles on top kind of ruins the pumpkin taste, if there was any to begin with.
I
I'm
don't
not
think the
getting
frosting
Is that what it
has
is that's
much
distracting?
flavor.
Because, yeah, I'm not
If you
getting
just
enough
eat
flavor.
Because
the
it's just
filling?
sugar.
The filling actually has quite a good pumpkin spice flavor to it. So this next thing I thought looked really delicious. And then I opened it and now I'm really scared, you guys, because it looks like
What have
baby
you
food.
done? Yes.
So it's
Pumpkin butter. It's
The description sounded interesting,
it
actually.
sounds, yeah, I think it said it has oatmeal.
So some
Actually,
things
look
that you
at it.
love, for sure.
It says it's great with toast, oatmeal, and yogurt. It's got pumpkin puree, sugar, dark brown sugar, lemon juice concentrate, and spices of undetermined
what's it called
origin.
again?
Yeah.
Oregon pumpkin butter.
So pumpkin butter, I expected like peanut butter.
Yeah.
But this looks
It's,
like
it's quite
Open up.
runny.
like jelly.
No, it looks like baby food. Like you get a little spoon and be like, here you go.
So I put them on Lorna Doone shortbread cookies for us.
Oh.
I'm so scared.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Nope. It's legitimately pumpkin.
It's legitimately baby food.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that gave me like a shiver of like.
This is baby food.
I'm like, I literally shuddered a little bit.
we put them on shortbread cookies. We're not just eating this out of the jar. I think
Yeah,
the
but on
shortbread
its own?
the shortbread cookie's helping.
Yeah.
Because this on its own would just be like eating baby food.
Guys,
Ooh.
I'm going to go apologize to my daughters real quick for feeding this for years.
Except for here's the thing, I'm not offended by the taste. I think if it was like a thin layer on a piece of toast or something like that, it'd be like
Really?
apricot jelly.
It's kind of got an applesauce texture to it.
Yeah.
Well, it actually worked. I just tasted a little bit without the shortbread, and even though it felt like the shortbread was helping, I can appreciate the flavor a little bit more now that I just had it straight.
Yeah.
It
And
feels
so-
like the least sweet to me.
What?
I mean, like I'm getting like kind of like an apple spice to it,
Well, that's the thing is it tastes like fruit sweet, not
but
like
it
sugar
doesn't
sweet,
taste
but
like
fruit sweet.
straight up sugar like
How much
everything else
is there
has.
added sugar to this?
It says, yes, sugar.
Is the first ingredient?
No, pumpkin puree, and then sugar, and then dark brown sugar.
I am
wow.
trying it with the tortilla.
It's got 35 calories
that's
per
pretty good.
tablespoon, which
Yeah.
is actually
Yeah.
better than most jams and jellies.
Hold on, Jacob and I are putting this on tortilla chips now.
It's not bad on a tortilla
Do you
chip.
want some more?
Maybe.
I actually kind of like it. At first, I was not a fan, but I think I would use that.
That's kind of good with the salty and sweet. You should try that.
Okay.
It's confusing to me.
Dating?
Yeah, you want
I'm eating, so I can't think of a comeback right now, Joel.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
on your
That's
dates.
not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What does that even mean?
They say something rude, but you're like, I'm eating. I can't come up with a comeback.
Try to be clever.
I didn't want to die after that, so that was way improved.
Have you wanted to die on any of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Joel.
just then with the
Joel, I know
shortbread,
you did, but
I
Jake.
had a shudder with that one.
Okay.
But then I separated and it was okay. And Lindsay's right; it's kind of growing on me. I'm trying to think of what the application would be. Lindsay, what's the right way to use that?
I don't know. I think I might put it on like toast or maybe like an English muffin.
That's something like
If
a little
English
butter, a little
muffin, that could
like,
work.
Treat it like a jam. Like
Yeah,
a jam.
yeah.
I want this to have a spice to it, like a kick to it. Like I want
should.
some cayenne or
Jalapeno.
something
So
in
add
there.
some.
We got the
Yeah.
salsa over there if you want
No,
that.
No,
I'm out.
no.
But no, like I think this would be good if it was a little more salty rather than sweet, but spicy. Because then I really like it on chips.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final item of the night.
Yay! I'm just excited to be done.
I know I'm like a
So-
sugar coma.
I can't tell if that's the cloves or the ginger coming
So,
back.
guys, I'm gonna just apologize right now. This last thing is really sweet. Like that is its purpose. Maybe
Okay.
we should have
The theme.
opened with that.
All right, Jake. I don't think you got this from the store. Could you describe this to us?
This is some sort of
Did you make your wife bake 2 items?
make. No, did she do it? Yes.
Okay.
Did she volunteer to do it? Yes.
Is she a fan of pumpkin spice?
Medium fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So explain what this is, Jacob.
This is basically a pumpkin pie cake. And there's
Pumpkin
going to
pie
be
cake.
there's cream, there's chocolate chips, or cream. There's frosting, is what it is. Frosting, chocolate chips. It's really similar to the cookies that we had because there's some of the basic cake mix in there. But it also is really.
I'm spilling everywhere.
It says, like I said, it's really sweet. Let me have a bite.
Lindsay, it seems like you're like a wine tester right now. And you're like, oh, it's very nutty. Right? There's a smoky taste in
Kind
there.
of moving it around the palate
Testing the bouquet right
and the
now.
mouthfeel.
I actually get a lot of really good pumpkin flavor with this.
A lot of good pumpkin flavor or pumpkin spice flavor?
Pumpkin flavor. I think.
Yeah, it's
I
less.
think-
It's more
Oh, there it
pumpkin,
is.
less spice.
I found the name of it.
Oh, thank you.
You called it pumpkin spice earthquake cake?
That's it.
Why is it
I knew-
earthquake cake?
It's some stupid Pinterest name. That's all it is.
Is that raisins? No, that's chocolate chips.
I was afraid too. I was afraid too.
Yeah, there's raisins in it.
I was worried.
It's a trick.
I truly think chocolate helps pumpkin flavor.
It does.
Yeah, it's a really good. It almost boosts the aftertaste of the pumpkin.
So we could post
You wanna
the
say,
we could
pumpkin
post the
in
recipe
Portuguese?
in the picture of this. The picture actually looks really good.
A bobora.
This thing is definitely stronger on the pumpkin than the spice, though. Right?
This tastes like you took the pumpkin cookies
Mixed
And-
it with the cake
and, and then put the frosting in.
and put the frosting in.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's basically pumpkin chocolate chip cookies with frosting in them.
I'm into this.
You like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it tastes good.
I
It's
keep thinking it's
delicious.
raisins.
I can't eat a lot of it mostly because I already have had so much sugar and my insides are
Honestly,
Sad.
after a whole piece of this, anyways, even if we didn't eat anything sweet,
That would have done it.
It's really rich.
Yeah, this is something you eat like a tiny
Yeah.
bit of. It's delicious, absolutely delicious.
And of course, we're not going to say anything bad because your wife made it.
She's never going to listen. You can say whatever.
Tier 2.
You sure if it's got pumpkin spice on the label? So, now that we
No,
have eaten
it's
all
too much.
16 items, it's time for us to do our final
Oh, my
judgment.
gosh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could then write down your 5 tier 1s, your 6 tier 2s, and your 5 tier 3s, we will then finalize the rankings.
2 hours later.
All right. Does everyone have their rankings ready?
We
Was that yes?
Si.
In pumpkin spice language?
See.
Sing. Okay, here we go. First thing we ate was the Twinkies. What did you guys give the Twinkies?
Tier 1.
tier 1.
Tier 2.
Tier 3.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
was
it immediately
horrible.
shocked you.
It was like a slap in the face.
I was
not a fan
shocked
of
too
one.
that it was
Amazing.
delightful. I mean,
is it a
like,
slap in the
how is that
face?
possible?
It's a Twinkie
In
with
fact,
like
can
a
I-
little bit of cinnamon
Can I
cream
take one to
inside.
go? I
Oh,
want
you
one
can
to
take
go.
more than one.
I'm going to bring
One.
so many leftovers home to my wife.
Yeah.
All right, next we ate the Kit Kats. Lindsay, let's just start with Lindsay this time around.
I gave that tier 2.
Tier 3.
Can I give it a tier 3?
Yeah.
I gave it a tier 2.
Tier 3.
Well, kind of split.
Yeah, I would
At least
never
Lindsay
choose
and
to
I are
have that
right,
Kit
so-
Kat.
I wouldn't.
If there's
I
a
would
bunch
never
of
want to
Kit
eat
Kat
that again.
Packages in the bowl, I would never choose
I would.
that.
Yeah, same here.
I like I said, it's not one of my favorite ones, but I couldn't put too many in the tier 3. So that one got bumped up. Next we drank the ginger brew. The ginger brew for Kent,
Tier 3 on this one.
tier 3 as well. I gave it
Tier 2.
Tier 3.
Okay.
So,
but
Jacob,
you
you
kind of
liked
like
it.
the ginger
on me.
beer.
I liked it, but in the actual ranking, it was not better than some of the other things.
I actually, my first taste, it was kind of hideous, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been the ice melting a little bit. And I just kept drinking it, and I got used to the flavor, and so it moved up to tier 2. It was tier 3 initially.
Not even once.
Gross.
Mine was tier 2 initially as well, but it got bumped down.
Next up is the marshmallow. I gave this one a tier 3. It was a horrible shock.
How was it horrible?
It was so bland.
Oh, marshmallow! No.
God.
I went, oh, it's a marshmallow. And then that was it.
Then the aftertaste came in.
No, it was too mild for me. For pumpkin spice things. I actually thought it was okay, but it's tier 3.
I did tier 2.
Yeah, tier 2 for me as well. I want to get the strawberry mellows.
That
Is
could
that
be
what they
good.
call them?
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Yes, marshmallow.
I'll try that.
Strawberry.
Strawberry, definitely.
So I like the consistency, but it wasn't very pumpkin spicy.
Yep.
Next up, we got shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat was tier 3.
Tier 3?
Tier 3.
A confident tier 3.
Tier 3.
Tier 2 on this one.
Tier 2. This was good. Like
Yeah, this
No.
non-offensive.
This was
good.
just like,
It
yeah,
is.
this is not offensive. It's just like a shredded mini wheat.
Yeah.
honestly.
Joel,
Joel,
No
this
flavor.
is like someone
Okay.
went into the
But
yard
sugar,
with a
still.
rake and
Yeah.
got
Like
little,
if you had a
little
bowl of
crumbs
this, would you be fine with it?
of
Yeah.
We
uh,
have like 3 conversations going on.
Yeah.
about that.
There's a lot of sugar
mulch,
going around.
mulch. That's it. It's like shredded mulch is what it is.
No.
With some
That's-
frosting
that's
on
shredded wheat in general, Jake.
I know.
You know when
and
you're
this doesn't
chewing
taste
on
any
mulch
different.
and you stick your face in your compost pile.
it. Yeah, that's what it's like.
I actually, this is one
the
during the show.
neighbor is mowing his lawn and it blows in your face.
I'll let you guys know. I kept going back to this one as almost a palate cleanser because the milk, it's not a
'Cause it
strong
has
flavor.
no
I did use it once
So-
as a palate cleanser and it
Yeah.
worked.
It's
Yeah.
good.
That's a bad sign, Joel.
It's tasty.
That's a very bad sign.
Next up, we got bagels and schmear. Pumpkin spice bagel, pumpkin
Tier
spice.
3.
Ooh.
Tier 3.
What? I give this a tier 1.
What?
This was not bad. I thought this was actually kind of tasty. It almost tastes like pumpkin pie to me.
Rancid pumpkin pie.
I gave it tier 2
my bad thing in
because I didn't mind it. Like if somebody handed it to me, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
My mouth fell asleep while eating this. It was so
Oh,
boring.
that's so true.
Yeah.
That's true. But there's
But
some of
not
these things that
offensive.
were offensive, and this wasn't offensive.
I thought it was offensive.
Yeah.
This I like it because
Offensive, though.
I'm
this wasn't.
offended.
This was pumpkin forward. This wasn't spice forward. That's why I like
It
it.
was boring forward, is
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Here we have next the pumpkin chocolate chip cookie. Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Wow, we agree on that one?
Yeah.
Is that the first agreement we've had?
It is.
These are classic. Who doesn't like pumpkin chocolate chip
Exactly.
Crazy people.
So good. Next we have the JoJo's cookies. The Oreo ones.
Yep. I'm going to give this one tier 2.
Tier 2?
Yeah.
I gave it tier 2 as well. It's really rich.
I gave it tier 3 because this one was actually tier 2, but I ran out of space. So tier 3 because it's too much calorie for the
Same.
taste.
It's got a
Tier
nice
3.
flavor, though.
Not worth the calories.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. But really
3.
tasty,
The
though.
math doesn't work
It's-
for it.
yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, it's just not. There's other things that would work just as well for less calories.
Next up, we got the Krispy Kreme.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Tier 1.
Tier 3. This was a miserable experience.
How is it donut?
This was awful.
Donuts can't be
I
miserable.
don't understand how
No.
you could hate it that much.
Have you ever, got something stuck into garbage disposal?
Here it comes again.
And you have to dig your hand out.
At least you've come inside now from the lawn where you kept falling on your
I was
face.
putting lawn clippings in the garbage disposal. That's why it clogged up.
Dropping them
This
in.
was a horrendous donut. I got one bite out of this one. Everything else I
I'm
kind of went
eating the
back
rest
to.
of that.
Joel, you can have it.
Joel,
just kidding.
eat a bite right now.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
Chips and salsa.
Can we have your leftovers?
Let's do chips and salsa. Jacob,
Chips and salsa was
this is
tier.
the chips and the salsa. Like
This
have
is
to
tier
group
3
them together.
all the way. It was not good.
Tier 3, I'm still sad.
Bottom of the barrel, tier 3.
Yeah. It is the bottom of my list.
tier 3 as well.
And the chips weren't awful, but
No,
they
the
were
chips
brought
are
down
fine.
by their cousin, the salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I expected so much more of the salsa, to be honest. And
I
so
was really excited
big
about the
letdown.
salsa.
I was excited too. In
It's like
fact, I was
sweet
like,
tomato
yay.
sauce.
And the initial taste, I was like, oh, this is nice. And then the flavors hit, and it was hideous. You know? Yeah.
Next, we have the hot chocolate.
I gave it a tier 1.
Tier 2.
I gave it tier 2.
I had it in tier 1, but then I just couldn't get past the artificial flavor, so it dropped down to tier 2.
That makes sense
Yeah.
for you. Yeah. I liked how it's subtle and pleasant, and I would happily keep drinking that.
I wanted to keep sipping it during the show.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
then I just kept going.
It felt like the quality of like 7-Eleven hot chocolate, where I'll go and I'll be fine with it for about $1.50, but that's about the quality.
One
Yeah.
of the best
Well, which
chocolate-
makes sense with the artificial sweeteners
Yeah.
too and such.
One of the
But
best
it's also low
chocolates I've ever had
sugar,
was
which
actually
I
at a
like.
gas station.
So that's something.
Yeah.
But-
All right. So kind of a mixed bag there, but wait, you gave it tier 1, the rest of us gave it tier 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Next, we have the petite pumpkin spice cookies,
I went tier 1 on those.
I did as well.
as did I.
I thought I want more of those.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the circus animal cookies?
Yep, I give them tier 1, right at the bottom of tier 1.
Then we have the bunt cake.
Bun cake is tier 1. The frosting puts it over.
I put it
And
in
honestly,
tier
it's a
1
little
as
bit
well.
like carrot cake.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
tastes like carrot cake. It was,
Yeah.
it was more subtle flavor. I like
Tier 2 for me.
Why?
Do it.
I was just a little bored.
Hater.
Yeah.
I went tier 1 as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next, we tried the Pop-Tarts. Pumpkin pie top Pop-Tarts.
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Yeah.
So we've all
That's
agreed-
just the Pop-Tart in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
Just
gonna
a Pop-Tart.
We've only agreed a handful of times, but it seems like, yeah, I think we're making good choices here, people. Then we had the pumpkin butter on the little cracker. I gave this one a tier 2. I think it could be better in other situations, but tonight, maybe just because at the end,
I did the same, Joel. Like it was at first, I was like, "Oh, this is hideous. This is the worst thing I've tasted." And then I just had it by itself, and I think, okay, because with the chip, it wasn't bad. Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Tier 3. I didn't like the consistency.
You didn't like the baby food
No,
consistency?
not at all.
And then finally, the earthquake cake.
I'll go first here. Tier 1 effort. Tier 2 for me is a choice. It's just too rich for me.
Your wife made that.
She'll never know.
You know, you do a podcast called Baconsale. Maybe you should share it with her sometime.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Actually, her family listens, so when they're listening, they might tell her.
Oh, wow. They're gonna judge you so harsh.
Yeah. But no, tier 1 effort, and I'm really grateful for it. And it is very tasty, but I couldn't eat very much of that. It's too rich for me. But it is tasty.
Lindsay?
Also a tier 2, just for richness. It's delicious. I just could eat very, very little.
Yeah, tier 1 for the immediate taste. Because, yeah, same thing. I
Are you
eat
staying there
one.
then?
What's that?
Are you staying in tier 1?
Yeah, it's tier 1.
Okay, it's not like there's a butt there.
Yeah.
I gave it a tier 1 as well. If I like the pumpkin chocolate chip cookie, this is going to be up there too.
Yeah, and it's more variety. It's more texture in there.
It is.
as well.
It's true. Yeah.
I still get scared. I kept thinking there were raisins in there, but they always turn into chocolate
Every
Just
bite,
chocolate
like,
chips.
Maybe this is a raisin.
It's an autumn miracle.
That's not a miracle. That's
For
a
every
nightmare.
10
No, but it turns
chocolate
into a chocolate
chips.
chip every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
No, for every 10 chocolate chips, there's one raisin, just to keep you on your
That's
toes.
Russian roulette.
I'm doing this on April Fools. That's hilarious.
Okay, so real quick, just let's do ladies first here. Lindsay, give us your tier 1s and then your tier 3s so we can get an idea of what you liked and what you didn't like.
So tier 1, I had the pumpkin cookie as number 1, the Krispy Kreme donut is number 2,
Oh,
the
you're doing a ranking. Ooh.
Twinkie is number 3, petite pumpkin spice cookies is number 4, and the bundt cake is number 5.
And then your tier 3s?
The JoJo's, the ginger drink, mini wheats, the bagel and schmear, and chips and salsa at the bottom of the barrel.
All right. Kent,
We're just doing tier 1 and tier 3?
tier 1 and tier 3. The top
All
and
right,
the bottom.
earthquake cake, Krispy Kreme, bundt cake, pumpkin chocolate chip cookie, and the animal cracker.
Those are all the ones?
Yes, and then in tier 3, it's Kit Kat, ginger beer, the bagel and schmear. I could make a little rhyme there. Pumpkin butter and the chips and salsa.
Okay, my tier 1s were bagel and schmear, pumpkin chocolate chip cookie, bundt cake, pumpkin spice cookies, petite pumpkin spice cookies, and earthquake cake. And my bottom was the Twinkie, the ginger beer, the marshmallow, the Krispy Kreme, and the chips.
Why
and
does your
salsa.
face look like that when you announce that?
I remember the Twinkie.
I wish we could see your face.
I remembered the Twinkie.
Never
And Jacob,
forget.
your top and bottom?
Tier 1 is definitely the Twinkie. Sorry, Joel. The cookie, the Krispy Kreme donut, which was outstanding.
Outstanding.
The hot chocolate, and those stupid petite pumpkin spice cookies. Is that Trader? Yeah, Trader Joe's. Man, I'm going to go buy one of those. Thank you, Lindsay. Tier 3, the Kit Kats, the marshmallow, the frosted mini wheats, the chips and salsa, of course. That's the bottom of the barrel. And there's also the JoJo cookies.
But yeah, so there you go. I hope that if you're a fan of pumpkin spice, that you were able to enjoy this episode vicariously. And I also hope that if you don't like pumpkin spice, you can enjoy the sounds of me gagging.
How many times have you guys burped during the show?
It's so bad.
Zero.
Yeah. 0? Okay.
Because she's a lady. Whoa. So let us know if we missed anything that you like that's pumpkin spice flavored. Maybe we'll try it on a bacon bit down the road. If we ever find the spam, that may happen.
Yeah.
But Lindsay, why don't you, if you have anyone you want to plug, anyone you want to give a shout out to, now's the time.
No, I'm not personally that interesting, but my bird, Jack the Little Sparrow, on Instagram is pretty darn cute. You can also
Literally a sparrow.
literally a sparrow.
He's more popular than you on Instagram?
Oh, far more.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can also follow my cat, Giles, if you want. Giles E. Cat on Instagram. And
Nerdy Blackbird.
and I am Nerdy Blackbird.
Nerdy Blackbird, nerdy Blackbird.
There it
What's that?
is.
Nerdy Blackbird. Yeah.
We sing it sometimes when you're not on the show,
Yeah.
hoping you'll just appear when we summon you. Yes.
Like
But
Beetlejuice.
we got to say pumpkin spice latte in the mirror.
And if you have kids who like animation and are interested in it, I run a school called Paper Plane Learning, and we teach 3D animation to kids of all ages.
Nice.
All right, so before we close up, I need to thank you, patrons. First, from the I Am the Listener category, Terry Finley, A More Civilized Podcast, Stephen Ross, Adrian Gray, Greg Pascal, and Josher. And from the Bacon Council, you guys are amazing. Nicole D. Hale, Chris Anderson, Ryan Farron, Mats Mudro, hey Mats, and the Reverse Listener.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits. They perform every Saturday night at the Midbelt Performing Arts Center. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
If you want to find me on Twitter and Instagram, it's at Kenny3DD. If you want to read my movie reviews, it's ShowtimeShowdown.com.
You can find me on Twitter at Jacob A. Rogers, but find Baconsale on Twitter. Seriously, go join Twitter just so you can interact with us there at Baconsale and on Instagram. Go to tpublic.com/Baconsale if you want to check out some of our merchandise. I think we'll have some new things coming there soon.
And sign up for Patreon if you were not already to be entered to win Scary Baconsale.
Yes, that's right. Today is
Man,
the last
never gonna get that late.
day. If you're listening to this on Monday, the 30th, 31st? 30th. That is the last opportunity you have to enter to win Scary Day Night with Baconsale and also to torture
Jake.
Yep.
Torture Jake.
Exactly. This is your one and only chance. This probably won't come again. So if there's something you want me to review, eat, watch, whatever,
A whole jar of that salsa.
thank you for listening. And remember, if you like pumpkin spice things, yeah, basic.
I didn't ask for a howl. It's not
felt-
Halloween yet.
It felt right, Joel. You basic. You know what? Let's rate men. It's a lie. Pumpkin spice is a lie. Well,
Obey
actually-
Starbucks. It's just weird enough that it works for Baconsale,
But
honestly.
now, we've gotten down the road and we ran out of ideas, so here we are. I was going to say, we picked the right person for
Yeah,
this.
you're dedicated.
Yeah.
You basic.
It's like a metallic oil is like permeating my sinuses right now.
People
Yeah.
know they can make it themselves, right? This worries me a little. This worries me a lot. I'm so mad that it was good.
To tell the truth, I've never liked the Twinkie this much.
I also have a wife,
Okay.
and she's white.
Does it have good mouthfeel?
It has an excellent mouthfeel.
It's just
Yeah.
too American.
Way to go, Hershey's.
But
I can tell it's good.
It's not good.
you sure
It
it's
gets
not
revenge.
alcoholic?
You okay?
No, that was really gross. How many grams of bitter does it have?
140.
Have you guys ever fallen face first into a pile of leaves with your mouth open?
That is what it tastes like. I love that taste.
And my next choice is going to be a podcast audience's worst nightmare.
The pumpkin gods are displeased.
He's basic.
All right, Lindsay.
He is white.
Someone ground up skunk weed and put it in a donut. And you're calling it good?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the skunkweed donut.
Savory time. All right.
when you spray perfume and it gets in your mouth? Perfume?
Tomatoes.
Perfume.
Pumpkin, mango, fresh chili peppers, fresh
Perfume.
onions, tomato paste, apple cider.
Perfume.
A bunch of other stuff. Hickory seasoning, vanilla flavor.
Perfume.
You broke Lindsay. Math.
Oh man, I just shuddered a little bit at the idea of eating more.
And I'm not sad about it,
No,
but I
it's
feel
really good
guilty.
pulsing.
So sugared up. My head is like
You're a Jill bread.
Pop-Tart.
We got so excited. Have you wanted to die on any of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm already worried about what my stomach's going to be doing, so I'm just going to blame Jacob for this.
Pumpkin spice nuts, pumpkin spice
that
peanuts,
salad?
pumpkin spice soy milk, pumpkin spice oil change, pumpkin spice deodorant, pumpkin spice razors, pumpkin spice Cheerios, pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin spice cookie straws, pumpkin spice butter. No, I have the pumpkin spice sweats.